Gemini, this is your weekly tarot card reading for Born Without Boundaries. It is for Gemini sun, moon, and rising sign. I recommend that you always check out your sun and moon and rising sign videos. Why? Because they're you and they're very important parts of you. If you're looking for a deeper message and you want to continue this story we start here, come on over to the extended with me. Here you get insights. Over in the extended, you get answers. So I really hope that you can join me. The link is right below. If you haven't yet, Gemini, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Select all notifications so you know when I upload your favorite content. Gemini content comes out every single Thursday. If you're looking for even more astrology content and spiritual content, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link right above, and hopefully you'll come over there and subscribe there too. And if you want to join me live in live chats, find me on Instagram. You can find the link to my one and only Instagram profile in the description box below under social media, or you can find the little Instagram icon in the banner of this YouTube channel. Just click on that and it'll take you right to my one and only channel. Trying to get people to find me instead of imposter sites, and it's been pretty impossible over there. Gemini, let's see. Oh, breakup. Some sort of breakup here. Maybe just something wasn't meant to be long term. And that doesn't mean that it's bad. I think a lot of times we make the mistake of making the decision that something is bad because it doesn't last forever, which is stupid. Or if it doesn't last long term. You know, some people aren't meant to last long term, right? And that doesn't make anybody bad or wrong. It just means that, you know, there's a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And sometimes people are seasons and sometimes people are reasons. And it's good to appreciate those experiences in your life. But we do have a fleeting romance or a fleeting relationship or a fleeting connection or even friendship. Or maybe for some of you, this is a fleeting opportunity or a fleeting interest, right? That you had, like you just... you know, you thought you wanted to do something, you thought you wanted a certain kind of career, and you don't anymore. That kind of energy, it was fleeting. And then we have the Death card, which is Scorpionic energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini, and that's quite okay too, except that Scorpio energies tend to get very obsessive. They tend to be this energy of somebody who really wants what they want and wants to keep hold of you, or somebody who can't stop thinking about you or wanting you. This could also mean that somebody is coming back. This is a King of Cups here, which is also favoring the Scorpio theory. King of Cups is here. He's kind of wonky, which means he really doesn't know what he wants, and somebody is very kind of emotionally distant and maybe hiding their emotions, keeping their emotions back, withholding from you. And honestly, y'all ain't got time for that. Let's just like straight up, y'all ain't got time for that. Like, these fucking emotional games for people who can't articulate to you and speak to you what the fuck is on their mind and what the hell that they want, or accept that maybe what you want is different than what they want, even though, you know, like, there is that agitation. You know, why do people try to make me a bad person? Because I know what I want and I can tell people what I want, and they can't. Or it's simply that I don't want what they want, and suddenly I become wrong. I get it, and I hear you loud and clear, Gemini. Yeah, but this is somebody who still harbors some sort of emotions for you, and is disappointed. Maybe it's disappointment inside yourself too. That could be as well. But ultimately, there's some sort of disappointed emotion that somebody can't let go of. They maybe want a second chance, or they're stuck. They're stuck on something. This is Scorpionic energy. Oh, Jesus. I know, Gemini, it's been that kind of day for me. We have the Ten of Pentacles, so you're doing really well in terms of money, finances, kinds of prosperity. Maybe you're returning home for the holidays, you went to visit home for the holidays, or this is a new start, or you have... you kind of maybe were traveling somewhere, or I feel like this is returning, though, in some ways. King of Swords is here, which is making the decision to go back to or return to or leave for something that's more prosperous. So this could have been just a sense of making a decision to walk away and take a chance on something that More had to do maybe with finances, financial security, or returning home to your family, right? This is the King of Swords, which definitely could represent you. Could also represent a wise decision, a decision that was made with a clear head and a fair, clarity in your mind and your mindset, and a fair decision that was made to go and try something or start something. This is really good energy. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles is money, but it's also security, it's also abundance, it's also stability. So I feel like this is returning. I keep hearing returning home, going home, being home, wanting to be where you're certain and wanting to be where you're secure. Interestingly enough, somebody's opinion could have changed. They thought the grass was going to be greener on the opposite side of the street, and now all of a sudden somebody wants to come back. That could be as well too. Watch out for a motherfucker like that. This could also be your decision, you making a decision to go walk toward prosperity, walk toward abundance, a decision to make your career or what you're trying to build out in the world your priority right now. Knight of Swords is here. Lots of swords energy. Happy birthday, Deck Denny. This is a sense of taking a shot, deciding to make a decision, deciding to go for it, or reach out, speak to somebody about something, take a chance. Yeah, you made a decision to get going. I'm so sorry. God forgive me. I apologize, Gemini. Knight of Swords. That's definitely you. I just feel like you've grown more mature in your understandings of what's important and where you need to be. Okay, lots of info coming out here. We have the Five of Wands, which means there were a lot of issues, maybe a lot of competition, a lot of people talking shit. Once again, yeah, a lot of competition, maybe somebody seeing somebody else. And in some ways, you kind of had grown accustomed to it. You kind of just sort of settled for it, or kind of got comfortable in this very almost disrespectful space. And then we have the High Priestess here, which is things coming into alignment, or psychically becoming aware of something, psychically instead of, intellectually. We have a judgment that was made. And then that judgment was Nine of Swords, which maybe a judgment that really hurt you, made you sad, maybe even sick in some ways, or a judgment because of sickness. And then we have the Ace of Cups here, which is love and romance, and the Three of Wands, which is looking for your ships coming in. I think that you made a decision and realized, you know what, I deserve a lot better than this. This is a lot of kind of crazy shit that I'm dealing with, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. Also a sense of somebody, yes, being disrespectful to you, and ultimately realizing I don't feel good here. I don't like this situation that I'm in. This situation is not, I'm stressed out all the time. And ultimately, that feeling was sort of the inspiration to want something different, try something new, go somewhere where you thought things would be better. This Ace of Chalices is love and is romance, and it's marriage. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is new prospects coming in, or learning new things, or looking on new horizons and seeing new opportunities coming in that you wouldn't have seen if you hadn't looked in that direction. So what does that mean? Well, with the High Priestess here, what that means for you, Gemini, is it was meant to be. If you were pushed out of a relationship, or something just wasn't working out, no matter how hard you tried, and you got an opportunity, there was some sort of opportunity for you to travel, for you to go somewhere, for you to get away from all this craziness for a while, it was cosmically aligned. It was set that way because you weren't supposed to be in this old situation, and for some reason somebody wasn't going to let you go, or you weren't going to get out of this one easy. So ultimately, this was about walking into a different direction and something interrupting a place where you might have been stuck, because you weren't supposed to be stuck that long, right? And in order to do that, sort of the cosmos intervened, and all this craziness and all this unhappiness and all this worry and all this frustration was designed for one thing: to push you forward, to push you out of this situation and get you going on to something else. So what is this something else? 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 That card doesn't want, the deck doesn't really want to speak. What is this something else for Gemini, please? What's going on? Oh, Jesus. Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing, but it's in reverse. So this is definitely sickness or illness, making yourself ill, making yourself sick, putting yourself into an unhealthy situation, into a situation that was making you ill, or where you were risking your health. But you could have actually been putting yourself into a situation where you were risking your health, which is why you were worried. Then we have Hermit, retreat and recharge. And this is all about healing. So ultimately, it could be that you were looking for healing when in reality, you just found more stress. That is what it's looking like in terms of, oh, Jesus, my dog scared the shit out of me. I'm so sorry. Hi, little baby. Are you okay? Yeah, mommy loves you. So this is interesting. So this looks like you thought you were going to get away from things, but it's almost like you were stressed more when you walked away from something. Walking away from something stressed you out more than you thought it would. Let's put it that way. Or where you went caused more stress. What is this? Self-worth. Okay, that's been a problem. Resolution. Space clearing. Okay. You're trying to figure out what you need to let go of. You're also trying to figure out what's right for you, what's not right for you. And being the dualistic nature that you are, it's almost like you're kind of ripped in two now, whereas part of you wants something diametrically opposed to what the other part of you wants. And ultimately, there's just this sense of like, okay, well, what do I do? Get rid of everything, wipe everything clean. Definitely a sense of you needed some space to resolve some sort of conflicts that were happening inside of you. It really had more to do with you, or this could be a person that you're dealing with that we're talking about. Could have had more to do with them, just to sort of like find yourself again. Wow. Okay, that's not a bad thing though. Third eye chakra, yeah, you wanted wisdom. And you, I think you, in some ways, understood, you had insights into this, because third eye is like knowing without seeing. And it's like you had these insights or these wisdoms, in this wisdom, this insight into something that was going on. There was definitely a conflict in somebody, that they needed to resolve all on their own, or you needed to resolve all on your own. It really didn't have anything to do with anybody else. This is a personal journey that somebody is on, and that's very scorpionic energy. They need a restart. They need to refresh their lives. They need to leave. They need to walk away. They need to go somewhere that can help them heal, where they're going to get support and love. It's not about you not, it's not about it. This is really personal. Let's put it that way. It's more about, if this is talking about you, it's more about you. But if it's talking about them, it's more about them. It's not about somebody on the outside didn't do enough or didn't do things right. It's not what it's about. It's more about somebody needed to get their shit together themselves. And then we have Treasure Island here. We also had the Ten of Pentacles. So it could have been someplace that was very costly or very expensive to go. We also could have a sense of wanting to be surrounded by, no, I think you're seeking the happiness you desire. Okay, getting the fact that this is not the deck. Gemini, moving forward. Gemini. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. We're getting a new moon, but it's in Sagittarius, fire energy, where you will, Mercury's in a very good spot, cozy between the sun and the moon, and it's really like there's a lot of alignment between what your soul and your heart wants, and your brain being very clear. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Oh, God. I'm just going to say that somebody could actually even be going into rehab. Simply because it's costly, it's expensive. This is a big undertaking. So, or you could be getting paid to go somewhere, or the trip that you decided to take was very expensive. There's a lot of, let's put it this way, there's a lot of investment in where you've gone. There's a lot invested in where you've gone. And there's now an expectation. And maybe you had to take space based on knowing where you had to go. And now there's an expectation here to make things work or make things happen. And I think that you're stressed out a great deal because there's an expectation. This could even be going to college with the Three of Wands, a sense of I invested so much in this and now I'm feeling all the fucking pressure of it, of the expectation of, okay, well, I've got to be worth it. I've got to make this worth, happy birthday, Dagani. Make it worth people's while. All right. So what's going to happen? What's the outcome? What's going to happen? What's the outcome? Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to... Oh. I get it. You were too dependent on somebody, or you felt you were too dependent upon somebody. Or this was a place that you could only go by yourself. And didn't I say it's a personal thing? This was, you wanted to be self-reliant. You don't want to depend on somebody, or you don't want to depend on a routine or something that you got caught, like something that was comfortable. You don't want to depend on a comfort zone or the coziness of being home. You want to try yourself. You want to test yourself. You want to prove to yourself, and this is the whole self-worth and resolution. You want to prove to yourself that you're capable of taking care of yourself, that you're capable, or this is a place that you could only journey or go to by yourself. You like I said, it could be a center for healing. It could be a retreat for healing. This is some place that you wouldn't go to meet people, or you wouldn't go with people. This is some place where you would have to go by yourself, and because you needed to do things that way. And it's time to take action, which means it's time to move forward. It's time to find yourself. That's Aries energy. It's time to build who you are without anybody else's permission or anybody else's consent or even anybody else's help, without feeling so cozy or comfortable. Gemini, the North Node is switching soon. It'll switch in January. So this is a sense of moving on, finally being able to move on, finally being released from the pressure points and of all those expectations, where now you can sort of just focus on who you are and what you want out of life, knowing that at the same time, you've got to take the responsibility for all those things. That's really interesting. All that energy. And then we have I will fight. Damn. So you are definitely not giving up. Or this is literally a sense of, I have to struggle for this. I know that this is going to be a fight. Maybe this is an uphill battle. In some ways, you're looking for it. You want it. You want the battle. I don't know why anybody would want... No, I do know. Actually, that's not true. I know exactly what you're feeling. Like this sense of, I don't want to not be challenged. I want the challenge. Or I want, as a North Node, I want to challenge others. We've got to get moving. We've got to bounce out of where we feel comfortable and do things that make us feel uncomfortable in order to grow. And you're just getting that superpower charge right now of, I've got to make people grow. I've got to figure out a way here to grow. Hold on. Okay. Or this is talking about a person that you're dealing with, like I said. And then we have the, Okay, so you are protected. That's really good. But you're everything that you need, and you're more powerful than you know. This is also a very Scorpionic card. It's almost like you're finding your superpowers that's hidden very deep down inside of you, and it's like motivation from a core primal part of you. And then we have Virgo energy again, going it alone, standing on your own, doing it solo, traveling someplace and letting that be the primary challenge. And then we have Capricorn energy, which is being the giver, being this provider, being the one that shows up and shows gratitude for all that's been done. It's almost like in some ways you're stepping into a very adult role in your life right now, whether that's you're having your first child, or you're getting married, or there's some sort of leadership position that you've taken. This essentially is growth and maturation of standing on your own 2 feet. I'm going to go deeper. We're going to get some more, we're going to get answers. Let's go to the extended. That link is right below. Please remember to like this video and share this video on your social media platforms, and I will see you guys in the extended. Bye.